everybody focused and hedging against a moment in time by today when you also have a big options expiration. I think we're now crystallizing some concern, but we can get some tension release with any deal.
Okay. Mike, thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a little bit.
Still to come this morning, New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu will join us on the government funding fight. Squawk Box will be right back.
All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Setting up the stream. I don't like those colors in the background. Get those colors looking a little better. There we go. That looks good. I bought so much crypto today. My wallet is crying. Hey, man, good for you. Good for you. Everyone wanted to buy crypto last week, right? When the price was at an all-time high. This is where you should be buying crypto. Like it should hurt. It should feel terrible. And then when you look back a couple days from now, the best buys you can get. So good for you. Not easy to get into that mentality, right? But it's important. Just a little more work on setting up the live stream. Okay, one more thing I have to do. There's so much going on. I want to do a quick shout out too to these guys real quick. This is one of the cooler projects I've seen building on the XRP ledger and went right over my head. Totally didn't even know this was a thing being created. Okay, so it looks like the website's still not. Where's that website I was on last night? Okay. Take a look at this. This is cool. This is TextRP. And I had no idea what this was. Literally no idea what this was for the longest time. And I was like, all right, well, I don't know, man. Doesn't really seem like it makes sense to me. Why would you want to send text over the XRP ledger? And this is one of the biggest reasons why you have to keep an open mind to so many different things out there. Because if you just try to judge a book by its cover, you're going to get yourself into trouble. And I've almost got this live stream set up, so sorry about that. A couple announcements, actually. Yeah, a couple cool things that I want to talk about in this live. So we'll get into those. Okay, so okay, there we go. All right, so TextRP, this is cool. It's a unified messaging hub. So you can have your X account, your Discord, your Telegram, all these different things all plugged into one interface, and then get all your messages from one place. It's like a unified messaging layer that's all connected to an XRP wallet. I thought this idea was really, really cool. I think it's genius. And you essentially buy credits to send messages with XRP. So 26 XRP gives you pretty much like 2,000 messages or something like that. I just thought this idea was so cool because how many of you guys, I know a lot of people out there probably have like DMs coming from everywhere, like all these different messaging things. And you can just come on here and essentially receive all your messages. I think it's still pretty early where it's at. I think they're still building out a lot of the functionality. They didn't pay me absolutely anything to talk about it. I just had the opportunity to talk with the founder last night, and he was a great guy. And yeah, thought he deserved a little bit of a shout out here. We'll jump into the XRP price chart now. DCE inflation in 8 minutes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Defen. So guys, it looks like we're kind of worried about breaking through the bottom of this. I'm not ready to say we've done it yet. I think we can still put this here and be relatively okay. But we are in a danger zone right now. We need a big recovery. We need a big recovery and get sucked back up into here. Extremely possible. There's a lot of fear around a government shutdown right now that I don't think is very legitimate. I don't think that Molly, no, they're going to change the pricing. They changed the pricing as XRP goes up. So you'll get more credits as the price goes up. Yeah, they never actually shut down the government. It's like the biggest empty threat ever. Hold on, I think they might be talking about it right now. Let's see.
What matters.
Right.
So yeah, it's going to take some hardship, but it doesn't necessarily mean everyone loses their jobs and no one gets paid. That'll get taken care of. They got to change the that really infrastructure, that the fundamental of what we're doing with other people's money.
Here's a political question. Do you agree with President-elect Trump's assessment, and he just posted on Truth Social again about it this morning, that he wants this done now, but is arguing effectively that this is on Biden's watch. The quote here, you can see it, if there's going to be a shutdown of government, let it begin now under the Biden administration, not after January 20th under Trump. This is a Biden problem to solve, but if Republicans can help solve it, they will. Do you think the public will take it that way? I'm not so sure.
No, with all due respect to President Trump, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Biden hasn't been in charge, and this hasn't really been his administration for the last 6 months. This is all about Trump, Elon Musk, the Republicans, and that's a good thing. This is on your watch. Do the right thing. Get things done. Deal with the short term, but also with the long-term strategy in mind. But nobody's going to, history isn't going to say, well, the debt limit was raised in December. That was Biden's issue. Nah, that's silliness. Come on.
Governor Sununu, we want to wish you a very happy holidays. Hopefully we won't have a shutdown and everything will work properly either way. But we do love talking to you. We hope to do it again soon.
It'll all work out. The sun will come up tomorrow, I promise.
That I both hope and believe is right. When we come back.
Okay. Here's the two bills. The one on the left was the one they were trying to pass. The one on the right is the one that it is the resolved one that Elon Musk came back with, and Vivek and that whole DOGE crew. So, I mean, insanity that they tried to essentially weasel in this monster bill after the public couldn't have been more clear that is not what they want. But take a look at the difference in just the size of those bills alone. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be blaming Trump for this. I mean, what was Trump supposed to do? He's not even president yet. What a crazy comment that was. Sarah, you have the same exact name. Sarah Terwilliger, you have the same exact name as my cousin. And I had to scroll through the messages. I just scrolled through your messages to see if you were my cousin. I was like so shook for a second. XP Market, good to see you. Good to see you, XP Market. Guys, make sure to go check out XP Market when you get the chance. Fantastic stuff going on there as well. They can't just admit they effed up. Yeah, I agree. Oh, is it? Oh, let's go. That's so funny. Oh, well, it is my cousin. Oh, that makes sense. You are in Delaware. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yo, everyone give a shout out to Sarah in the chat. Sarah, that's awesome. Good to have you here. Family reunion, nice. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's so funny. No, good to have you. Yeah, no, this is probably causing a lot of fear in the market as it stands right now. You guys have to understand that a lot of algorithms are essentially like reading these headlines that there's going to be a government shutdown and everyone's freaking out saying government shutdown, but it's not going to happen. Oh, nice. Well, I hope the road trip goes well. That's awesome. I was like, what are the chances? What are the chances that that's the same exact? It's not a common name. So I was like, I don't know. No, good to see you, Sarah. No, this looks good to me as long as XRP can continue to be bought back up. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Guys, I don't want to dox Sarah here, but something very interesting was in 2012. One of her professors was like, "Hey, your assignment today is to go buy some Bitcoin." And so Sarah was actually into crypto before I even knew what investing was. So very cool little story there for you guys. Here's the Bitcoin chart. It looks like Bitcoin's hitting some pretty decent support to me right now. I don't think these narratives about the government shutdown are going to be that strong, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, it's so funny how those things come full circle, Sarah. It's like, I mean, now it's like, I mean, everyone knows me as being like the crypto guy, the guy who's so into crypto, but 2012, I mean, that's a crazy time to get in. Yeah, so here's the Bitcoin price chart. Bitcoin really kind of needs to have a pretty sharp recovery at market open. We'll see what happens with this PCE data. If the PCE data looks good, that could be a pretty nice catalyst. That could be a pretty nice catalyst for the markets to get a little recovery going. Sorry, it looks like my laptop is about to die. Okay, saved just in time. Oh, guys, I have another announcement real quick for you guys because this is important. Right before the PCE data comes in. This is part of that road to 100K, 1,000 nodes on the XRP ledger. We just got a course going so you can learn how to become an XRP developer and run a node. And I have gotten so many people telling me that this is the best course they've ever taken. I don't get a single dollar for promoting this course. I am promoting this course because Chris is a fantastic guy. He's a genius when it comes to the XRP ledger. And this is valuable information for anyone who wants to learn more and get into like the XRP coding side of things. So guys, from what I understand, this class is absolutely fantastic. I have a code Mickle here. It's even cheaper than $12. It's only $10. And I highly encourage everyone, go check this out. Go check this out if you want to learn how to do some cool stuff on the XRP ledger. And here's the data.
Up to this point, and unrevised up 0.6. If you recall, prior to 0.6, we had September up exactly the same amount, up 0.3, and the prior month was up 0.2, to give you some context. Now, if we look at spending, expected to be up 0.5%, comes in a little light, up 0.4%. If we look at real spending adjusted for inflation, exactly as expected, up 0.3%, and that, of course, would comp to September, where we're up 0.5%. So we're coming back a bit. And if we look at month over month, personal consumption expenditure pricing index comes in cooler, up 0.1, following up 0.2. Up 0.1 would equal where we were in August. To find a lower number, you have to go to May of this year. Now, if we take a wider view, personal consumption expenditure year over year, expecting a number of 2.5, also comes in a little light, 2.4. 2.4, though, keep in mind, is still hotter than the rear view mirror. And this is important. Came in lighter than expectations, but 2.4 follows 2.3. To find a higher number than 2.4, you're actually going all the way back to July, 2.5. Now, if we look at the core PCE, which is probably one of the most important numbers on a month-over-month basis, up 0.1. That's 0.2 lighter than our last look, and it's cooler than expected. So that's a good thing. Up 0.1. We have to go all the way back to May of this year to find a smaller number. And finally, what I consider the most important number of all, personal consumption expenditure price index year over year, up 2.8, equals where we were, 0.1 cooler than expectations, 2.8. If you go back in time to find a smaller number, that would be easy. That would be September, because we round here. So last month was 2.79, rounded to 2.8. Prior was 2.65. To find a bigger number, you're going all the way back to April. So not bad. And if we look at the market's response, it's as expected, because the numbers, for the most part, were a little cooler than expected, even though they really haven't made a huge amount of progress, especially on the year-over-year numbers. So we're currently trading 424, and that's in a 2-year. 424 would be down 8 basis points on the day and virtually unchanged on the week. If you look at a 10-year, currently trading at 450, that would be down 450, an extra 3. That's down 7 on the day, but it's up 10 on the week, which once again really underscores how longer maturity yields have been much stickier to the upside. And if we look at the yield curve today, and this is really important, 2s to 10s hovering a little bit above 26 basis points is the widest, the most steep that yield curve's been in 2.5 years, going back to mid-2022. Squawk Box gang, back to you, and hope everybody has a nice weekend.
You too. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Rick. For more on this data and the Fed's decision this week, we want to get over to Steve Leisman. He joins us right now with a special guest. Steve?
Thank you, Becky. Yeah, I am pleased to be here at the New York Fed, continuing a long-running tradition of the interview that we do. John Williams, the New York Fed president, sits down.
Boring. Okay. So PCE data was pretty good. It looks like inflation was kind of cooling off. Spending was down, which is good. Going to help inflation. And it looks like Bitcoin's recovering on this news. So I think a lot of the market was fearful of this idea that we were going to have a government shutdown. Inflation data was going to look bad, and we were going to have like all these bad catalysts coming in. But it's also important that there's probably a lot of leverage in the market that's being unwinded slowly. So it looks like right now Bitcoin's recovering pretty nicely to this. and XRP right alongside it. So this is great. We can get back to that 235 range on XRP. We'll be looking really good again and be right back into that consolidation region. This candle we're seeing right now, if this can close up, then very, very little worries about that bid coming in. DXY falling like a rock. Okay, I'll pull that up, Murdoch. I've been taking a look at the DXY in a minute. Take a look at DXY. Dollar currency index. Oh yeah, it is falling like a wow. Look at that. Look at that pullback on the dollar. No, that's significant. We've had some strength in the dollar recently. Let's zoom out and go to the week. Take a look at a more zoomed out chart. Wouldn't be surprised if we're getting some topping action on the dollar. I've talked about this a lot. We have this long-term trend of the dollar decreasing. We kind of had a big pump on the dollar since Trump got elected, but I don't know, guys. I can't say I'm buying it over the long run. I still think we have a lot of room to come down on the dollar, and I don't think the dollar is continuing higher. But I don't know if it makes that big of a deal over the long run, just because cryptocurrency policy is looking so good. I think that's going to be our biggest catalyst moving forward. US 10-year testing the breakout. Crypto Clay, good to see you. Adam Beetle, good to see you. Tracy, good to see you. Guys, make sure to smash the like button. Really appreciate everyone doing that. And one more quick plug to this, because I kind of got cut off with that data coming in. For anyone looking to run a node, for anyone looking to get closer to the actual XRP Ledger code base, say you've wanted to develop some product on the XRP Ledger, you want to learn how to do some of the intricate things, there's not a better opportunity right now than to come out with some kind of app on the XRP Ledger. There's really not. We're seeing explosive growth in the ecosystem, and this course is normally like $100, and even at $100, I think it's too cheap. Like, this is like a $500 course that he's selling for $10. So if you have any kind of interest learning how to do coding, how to interact with the ledger, how to run a custom node, and you just want to get started there, I mean, seriously, this is the way to do it. So make sure you take advantage of that if you have the time. Every single person who's taken that course, I just get the most fantastic feedback on it. So feels really good to be able to promote something that helps the community and also provides a lot of value to people looking to learn. Take a look at this. We can take a look at my XPM reward center real quick. This is for the AMM pool. I'm in there farming some XPM. 6K XPM burned now. It hurts every single time I walk in here and see that much XPM burned, but great little opportunity there to get some rewards. The other thing we can take a look at right now. I just don't want to. I gotta make sure I know the wallet plugged in here so I don't dox myself. Where's my? Oh, here's my port. I'm curious what I'm up my P&L on my automated market maker pro. Oh, wow, the P&L has switched up. For a while on my automated market maker pool, my XPM to XRP, I was down, but now I'm actually in a profit in this pool. So that's kind of cool. As of a couple of weeks ago, I was negative $21, but now we got a $121 gain. Very cool. Very cool. Great interface to get started on the automated market maker. I highly suggest everyone start very small and don't look at it as any kind of quick flip opportunity. But XP Market's doing a great job providing those dashboards and interfaces to be able to actually get access to the XRP ledger. Back to the XRP price chart. We can see XRP still going on that recovery. Things look pretty good on that front. Oh, you know what? I haven't checked out the X chat at all. Mr. I is going to be pissed. I'm sure Mr. I's in there. I'm sure Vet's in there. Maybe text XRP. How much lower are we going? I don't know if we're going much lower. So far, if XRP can hang out where it is, then that could be sufficient. We'll see. The entire market sold off massive last night. And like obviously XRP took a hit, but this isn't any XRP specific sell-off. How much do I have in the AMM? Embarrassingly, I don't really know. I know when I put money into it, it wasn't a lot. Maybe like maybe 500 XRP-ish, but like that was when XRP was at 30 cents, so now it's a lot more in USD value. Definitely probably have some impermanent loss there, but it looks like the fees are kind of making up for that. So a couple different factors going on there. Spank Master isn't here. Oh man. Yeah, brutal. That was so funny. I think it's Milton. Milton, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Your mom thinks we're going to a 70K Bitcoin and a 50-cent XRP. If the correction gets that big, if we really go down that low, I assume it's going to be a very, very big wick. Back up. I think a lot of people would be buying a lot of 70K Bitcoin and a ton of 50-cent XRP. But we'll see. I already know there's a lot of big buyers in the market right now who really want to get access to some cheap XRP. They feel like they missed the wave. And XP Market, thank you so much for those gifted memberships. Congrats to everyone who just caught a free membership from XP Market. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't say I'm overly worried about this right now. If the stock market continues to correct massively, obviously the cryptocurrency market's going to feel it, but it's not anything I'm overly concerned about because the narratives are so boring. The narratives are so like untroublesome to me. Thank you so much, Roger. HK Todd, good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in the chat right now. Really appreciate so many people for stopping by. Just getting to watch this market, see how things play out. Yeah, I can't say I'm like overly worried about a 50-cent XRP. I don't see it going there. I think there's too many buyers. Let me check the news real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. Looks like the market's recovering pretty strong. Take a look at Bitcoin, putting in a pretty good green candle here. CZ Binance just tweeted, just wait for now all the headlines are Bitcoin crashing. Next, all the headlines will be Bitcoin new all-time high. I tend to agree with CZ. I don't know. To me, this isn't, I am not worried. Looks like Jim Cramer is bearish, which is great for us. That means the market's probably going up. Taco Pro said, happy 4-year anniversary. Is this the lawsuit 4-year anniversary? That's crazy. Yo, here's a pretty crazy comment that was made last night that I wanted to share with you guys. Mark Yusko calling Brad Garlinghouse a scammer. This was pretty insane. I can't believe that he had the nerve to come on and say this, but listen up to this. I thought this was pretty ridiculous.
Trump is doing through this entity that he owns, he, and it's really his son, but because I don't think Donald really understands this stuff, is buying a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin and Hedera and XRP.
A bunch of things that might be approved for
with Trump.
Oh, I didn't know that Trump was buying XRP. Whoa. Let's listen to that again. This totally went over my head. Trump is buying XRP? Wait, let's listen to this again. This totally.
What Trump is doing through this entity that he owns, he, and it's really his son, but because I don't think Donald really understands this stuff, is buying a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin and Hedera and XRP.
A bunch of things that might be approved for ETFs next year.
Shocking how that works.
Right.
And they're talking about exempting American coins.
Wow. Has that not hit the headline? I mean, maybe I just missed it, but Trump is buying XRP? I went to go play this clip for a completely different reason. That went right over my head. Does it get better than that? Yo, guys, smash the like button for that. I mean, this totally. I had no idea this was happening. Oh, Jesse says he just subbed. He didn't realize he wasn't subbed before. Oh, yeah, guys. I saw when I started the stream, the subs were just rolling in. It was like new sub, new sub, new sub. So really appreciate everyone for subscribing. If you subscribe, it will make sure you get notified every single time. So make sure to go do that so you can actually be queued in when I do go live. And that way you don't show up like halfway through. Firedog says, I don't think he is. I think he misspoke unless he has wallets I haven't seen. What makes you think he misspoke? Just if we haven't seen the wallet? Interesting. Now I'm dying to know. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to dig into this real quick. I mean, If anyone can find me anything other than Mark Yusko saying it, please let me know. I'm digging so hard right now. Check his holdings. XRP is there. Can someone link me to like where I can see his holdings? Yeah, a few months ago, articles were posted about this, but could not see the wallets. If it's not in Liberty's wallets, there is an article like a month ago, but it didn't reference the wallet. Okay. Well, interesting thing to take note on. I'll play the rest of the clip. The rest of the clip makes me think that Mark Yusko is not doing this just to pump XRP, because he goes on to call Brad Garlinghouse a scammer. Listen up to this.
What the fuck does that
From
mean?
capital gains.
From capital gains. So here's the thing. As much as I hate, and I do hate XRP and Cardano, because there's no there. There's no developers. There's no nothing. And look, Brad Garlinghouse he's smarter than me. He's richer than me, because he built a big old scam that's working. And no one likes when I say that, but there's no there. And Circle, which actually has a real...
So that's the crazy comment right there. No developers on the XRP ledger. I'm sure XP Market would beg to differ, along with many other people. And then obviously calling Brad Garlinghouse a scammer is insanity. Yeah, no developers was hilarious. And by the way, quick plug, if you do want to become a developer, here you go. A course to actually do so. It's weird that if there's no developers, there's a course on how to become a developer that so many people are saying is an excellent course. Yeah, so maybe a little bit of a question mark on Mark Yusko's statement right now. XP Market says, so I don't exist. According to Mark Yusko, you do not exist. What's the link to that course? Would it help if I... What's the best way for you guys to be able to get access to this course? Because it's on my X account right now. It's on my X account right now, and I'll repost it again as we speak, so it should be the top post. Let me see. Okay, so it should be the top post right now on X. Oh, maybe that doesn't work anymore. You used to be able to retweet stuff and get it to the top of your feed, but it's just a couple scrolls down. Would it be helpful if I put this in the comment section of the YouTube videos and the YouTube live stream? Would that help more people get to it, or is it fine where it is on X? Let me know. I would like to make it as easy as possible for people to go get that. Yeah, I don't know what Mark Yusko's deal is. I mean, it's just such a weird comment. Like, to call Brad Garlinghouse a scammer, like, there's one thing to not like Ripple, there's another thing to not like XRP, it's another thing to be calling people scammers. Like, it's weird behavior. It's really weird behavior. All right, PCE data came in good. So now it's all about just seeing how much the market can recover. Kind of making a move down right now, but market hasn't opened. I don't expect things to start moving up until the stock market opens and the cryptocurrency market sees what the stock market is doing, because that's our leading indicator right now. Rolling through my feed right now, just making sure we're not missing out on anything important. Borderline slander. Yeah, it's weird. It's just so weird. Oh, here's an interesting tweet thread on RLUSD I want to bring up. You know, that's why you got to scroll through X sometimes live on stream. You find some cool stuff real time that I wasn't prepared for. Okay, so the regulated stablecoin thing is big. And I know there's been a lot of rumors about Tether, whether Tether is going to be dropped or not. But it seems like to me on this whole Tether front, Tether is not going to be willing to do the stuff that they need to do to actually be a regulated stablecoin. With that said, it's obvious RLUSD has. And I want to show you first a clip of Jeremy Allaire talking about this, because RLUSD is the most highly regulated stablecoin in the land right now. Let me play this first and let me move on to then show you a very interesting post below that.
He hopes to see the new regulatory environment affect stablecoins.
There is not yet a federal law that defines dollar stablecoins as legal electronic money in the U.S. financial system. Once we have that, then every company in the world, every public corporation, every financial institution all around the world will be able to treat this as digital cash, use it as collateral, use it to settle transactions. Its ability to be used on a mass scale in society grows dramatically.
When asked about whether crypto poses a threat to the US dollar, he argued for why he believes mass exports of dollar-backed stablecoins would instead be beneficial for dollar competitiveness.
While the dollar is the reserve currency, there are lots of places in the world that don't want the dollar to be that currency. And so first we need full reserve digital dollars, like stablecoins, to become a mass export product of the United States. And if there's going to be a major currency of the internet, make sure it's a digital dollar.
By market cap, the stablecoin space is currently dominated by Tether, and Circle's USDC sits in second place, though competition is growing as firms like PayPal and just this week Ripple have issued their own dollar-backed stablecoins.
Very cool. Now the interesting thing here is this right here. The Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve says the Fed now has no realistic challenge from exotic systems like unregulated stablecoins. And unregulated stablecoins is key because that means they don't see any of the stablecoins as
the new regulatory
being regulated as it stands, but that was written before RLUSD obviously achieved some of those regulations that make it essentially a bank tier product. So some very interesting notes around there on why regulations are so important. A lot of these financial institutions, in order to use these stablecoins, need more regulation on them. And it seems like RLUSD is going to be really plugging that and filling that hurdle that has been present for such a long time. I think once you see the capability open up for financial institutions to feel safe about using these things, they're absolutely going to. Yo, who said what? WTF is a kilometer? That's so funny. Trump bought ETH about 2 hours ago, according to CoinMarketCap. I think my chat stopped refreshing. The X chat stopped refreshing. Let me refresh that real quick. Dude, we're so back on these early live streams, though. There was like a time period where like, no, everyone was adjusting to the new time and not enough people knew about like the live streams going on at this hour, but we're finally back to like doing numbers on the live streams, which is great. Super happy to see so many people tuning in. I know it's early, but I kind of like this hour because it's everyone getting up early who wants to get ahead of the market, see what's going on. Hawk Tua is the scammer, not Brad. Probably according to Mark Husko, he'd probably be full defender of Hawk Tua, but Brad Garlinghouse, no, that's the evil guy in crypto. Never in a million years will I understand how that comes to be or how any logical person could see it like that, but oh, Bread Pit, welcome. Happy to have you joining us. Big Royce, thank you so much for that donation, man. That's extremely generous of you, and I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. And I should check the other feed too to make sure I haven't missed out on any. And of course I have. I have one missed over on the vertical chat, so let me get to that one real quick. 100K XRP Moonbag says my average is 50 cents. That's why I'm buying low is so important. We could see a 20 to 30% swing and it doesn't phase us. $5 to $10, 2025. Love your energy. 100K XRP. Thank you so much for that comment. That is a very, very nice comment. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Crypto Clay, you're hilarious, man. Big Royce, thank you. Thank you again. Extremely generous of you. All right, we definitely need some more momentum on Bitcoin into open. See if we can get that. No, I'm not going on GMC. Guys, I wasn't invited to GMC. Their thing with Gary Cardone is with Gary Cardone. I don't think if they wanted me there, I would have been more than happy to join, but I'm not going on GMC this morning. Would have been fun, but I'll let him do his thing. Oh, Roger's so funny. Hall's balls. I can see you driving to work at 4 a.m. blasting the Mickle song. XRP is going to be higher midsummer. Yeah, guys, I think a lot of what we're watching is just a lot of fear about the government funding stuff. I don't think that's going to last. As soon as Trump gets in office and all these things are kind of resolved, all the focus is going to be back on cryptocurrency policy. And there's a lot of leverage in the market right now as well. So just understand there's a lot of leverage. A lot of that is going to cause these short-term blips. Here, maybe this is going to be a good way to illustrate it. I think if you just zoom out a bit, and let me just clear the drawing. So this is Bitcoin we're looking at. I think if you just zoom out a bit and realize that in terms of non-leveraged crypto spot, like we might actually be at like, say, just as an example, an $87,000 Bitcoin. There's leverage on top of that. So the price is always going to be volatile and go past kind of where the actual price should be because there's a lot of leverage that essentially has pushed it up even higher. So what's going to happen is it will revert back to the mean. The spot traders will come back in and then the price will continue moving upward. But a lot of that leverage will get shaken out And then we'll continue, once that leverage is shaken out, we'll continue to make that next move. So just understand that the reason why they're, like, when we have a pullback like this, you need to understand that a big reason for that pullback is simply because a lot of the money that entered was very short-term money. So it's just wiping out that short-term money before the next move can be made. I don't know what just happened on that glitch. That was weird. Check the news real quick. Boo. This is a great post. Elon didn't kill the funding bill. The people did. Elon just broadcasted our voices. I could not agree with that anymore. No one wanted that massive bill passed. And Congress has got to wrap their head around it. E-Mask Citizen, good to see you. Whales are just being whales. That's what they do. That's a great way to put it, Brian. Great way to put it. Whales are just being whales, and these are the kinds of games whales play. So don't get shaken out by the whales. This is what they do. They create volatility, and they use that volatility to their advantage. So the best thing, what the whales want is the whales want people to panic and sell their crypto. We never know what extent of the panic they're going to be able to bring it to, but that's their goal. You shut down the entire government so Biden can't do any more damage. That's a great comment, Galicio. Top of the morning, what do I think about HBAR? I'm a big fan of HBAR. I just like, I think I'm more focused on XRP because I think XRP is a little farther down the road than HBAR. But HBAR is a great project. I just think XRP is a little farther down that development cycle in terms of mass adoption. We the people now have a voice. I completely agree, Crypto Clay. I think Elon has done a fantastic job of adding on to the things Trump wanted to do and making sure that we're represented. How big does the market need to be before whales can't affect it so much? I think once you see, whales will always affect it. Like, listen to people talk about the gold market. People are constantly saying that the gold market is suppressed or whatever because of whales. Whales are always going to be whales. I think once you get to like a $10 trillion market cap on some of these assets, it gets harder. But we just have to see. It gets harder and harder to push price around, but they'll have different tricks, right? They'll always have a new trick. They'll always have like a new thing they're able to do. Chuck E. Cheese tokens are digital gold. Buy my course. I don't know if that was a shot at me or a shot at someone else, but I still found it funny. Yeah, XRP's kind of been frozen here. Looks like it's really trying to figure out what that next move is going to be. Go back to X real quick and just highlight this. And I'll do a new post just so people can say it. Awesome. So just reposted it too, so people can find it a little easier. I know sometimes on X things will slip to the bottom of the feed or something. Okay. XRP continuing to move up back to 217-ish. Nice, nice, nice. That is great. Definitely some good demand coming in. We just want to hold this momentum going into the open. And if we can get back up here and even eclipse this eclipsing this candle would be the most bullish thing in the world. That's around 230. 230 would be like we back. Like that whole sell-off was like a nothing burger if we could get back there. Should you sell? Look, if you're questioning selling right now, like that's a decision you got to make on your own. There's going to be worse and scarier dips than this. Like what you'll notice if you're thinking about selling, just look at what some of the people in the chat are talking about. Like most people in the chat who have been holding XRP for the past like 4 years, like this isn't even a dip to them. Like this isn't even a dip. Like people don't even notice this. Like this is just nothing. Like it's like we're back to where we were. What, like 17 days ago? 18 days ago? Like it's a nothing burger. And guys, it takes a little bit to get used to these big moves. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm saying, oh, it's not hard to like the volatility isn't scary. It's like absolutely it is. Like, but like that's just what crypto is. So like you need to accept that before you get into crypto. Like that's what happens. Don't look at the USD value of your coins. Look at the amount of coins you're stacking. Yeah, Gage, I would love to be able to answer that question, but I just can't, man. It's different for everyone. Mickle, do you think the next XRP FOMO event will when Ripple starts using US? Oh, I love that question, XP Market. I think there's going to be the two biggest FOMO events XP Market I see are one when BlackRock does the XRP ETF, two when Ripple IPOs, and three when the Ripple SEC case is over. I see those as the three big FOMO events around the corner. I just don't think enough people know enough about Ripple and how the stablecoin works to really get excited about like their business model yet in those flows. I think when people start seeing a lot of minting of RLUSD, people will also start to get excited about it. But I think people just need to see that market cap enter like that top 10 for people to really get excited about it. So this is 53 million. I don't know if that's right yet. Live Coin Watch, RLUSD. Live Coin Watch, 68 million market cap. Could be correct. I don't know. It's been there for a minute. I think it is. But there's still some discrepancies going around on RLUSD's market cap. Oh, Pancho Hernandez. The Wagyu and lobster tails on Thanksgiving. I hope it was incredible. I hope it was incredible. All right, guys, I'll end back on this, and this will be the last thing I do. Obviously, if there's a big pump over the weekend, you know I won't be able to not cover it, so I'll be there. My last plug for this course. A lot of people are off over the new year. A lot of people have a lot of free time to go and learn how to better themselves. I don't know if there's a better time to be building on the XRP ledger than now. And there's so much opportunity. Like if you go to build something on some of these other blockchains right now, it's just so diluted, it's hard to make a difference. This is the best time to be able to make a difference and build a game-changing product that could really take you to the stratosphere when it comes to your own personal wealth. And if you have any technology expertise, then being able to do this at the code level for XRP is going to be a great way to do it. Guys, thank you so much for coming.